Mac Pro enthusiasts raise concerns over upgrade limitations of Apple Silicon. The new Mac Pro coming later this year is expected to feature the same spacious modular design as the 2019 model. Who's buying these Mac Pros anymore in an era where our mobile devices are as powerful as they are? But anyway, there's obviously still a market somewhere. But with the fresh concerns over its lack of upgradability surfacing, some users are beginning to wonder what the transition away from Intel architecture actually means for Apple's most powerful Mac. Well, that's the thing. The pro user who would be buying something like this is probably mostly concerned with compatibility across their variety of applications they use, which speaks to Intel. And then also modularity. Can I put my fancy whatever card into it that does whatever special decoding, encoding, or so on and so forth? Although many of those things have been offloaded to the CPU at this point, CPU, GPU, you still, some degree of modularity is for sure still important to people in certain segments, lines of work. The current Intel Mac Pro that Apple sells is popular with creative professionals because of the modularity. Highly upgradable. And you can expand storage and internal memory and all kinds of things that you can keep inside of one chassis and doesn't need to be these external components, which I don't know. I think the workflow of each environment is different. For us, you see external drives moving around. You see a lot of stuff in the cloud, which wouldn't have been feasible when I started this. Bandwidth and all kinds of other limitations associated with that, which would have put you more into the pro atmosphere. But now there's ways around it, including the processing power of these mobile devices, as mentioned. Anyway, this is coming via Mark Gurman, who now says that the next Mac Pro may lack user upgradable GPUs. And that's, you know what? I have too much nostalgia about putting a GPU into a system. Like, it's just such a pleasant and satisfying experience. Like, oh, I just want the new GPU. Done. Click, kick, choom. That's how you imagine the sound effect in your mind. Yeah. User upgrade completed. Like, part of it is the fact that you, the user, have some control, whether you actually take advantage of it or not. Just the fact that it's a possibility. And if need be, I could yank this one and put another one. The next Mac Pro may lack upgradable GPUs in addition to non-upgradable RAM. Right now, Apple Silicon Macs don't support external GPUs, and you have to use whatever configuration you buy on Apple's website, but the Mac Pro GPU will be powerful with up to 76 cores. So it's all that kind of interactivity with CPU, GPU, and there'll be different tiers of it, but it may be the least customizable, the least user upgradable Mac Pro maybe ever. Yeah. Because even the little trash can model had user upgradable memory. Right. So, and actually you could upgrade the SSD. Okay. So there were some elements that you could interact with. And then there was backlash for that, which is why they went back to the traditional tower design. And now with the embeddedness of their own CPU designs, now they go back that direction. It's all very interesting. It's super expensive stuff. And if it's not different enough, then I think there will be more people looking at if they can have a mobile equivalent instead of going towards it. Because why would you if it's lacking that main feature? Yeah.